Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by allfreejewelrymaking.com and keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet. It's made with cuff bracelet links, which you can find if you do an online search. You can find them mostly in ceramic or in metal. These ones happen to be links that I have in my Etsy shop, Fancy That Art Jewelry. And they're made out of polymer clay, which means they're very lightweight and very comfortable to wear. So let me show you how to make this bracelet. So I thought first I'd show you a few examples of these cuff links that you can use to make a bracelet. I really love this style of bracelet. I've never been too fond of wearing cuffed bracelets as they just seem to be uncomfortable. As you move your wrist, the bracelet doesn't move. So I started making these. In fact, I made this one for myself some time ago, and I love it. It's just very comfortable. But what we're going to use are these links, which you can find in my Etsy shop, as I mentioned before. At the moment, I have these three styles. There's floral, and there's steampunk, which we're going to use, and then there's this script. And you can actually, they're all made to order, so you can ask for them in any colors that you want. At another time, I will show you how to make a great bracelet just using one of these. But for today's project, we're going to use three. So you'll need 3 cuff links. You will need 14 8mm jump rings, 8 spacer beads, a lobster clasp, and then you'll also need 8 eye pins. You'll also need 2 pairs of chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, and wire cutters. So the first thing we're going to do is use our eye pins and our spacer beads just to make the pieces that will link the bracelet links together. And we do that by sliding a bead onto your eye pin, grab it with a pair of chain nose pliers, bend it at a 90-degree angle, grab it with your round nose pliers, right at the bend, start wrapping a loop. And I love these gold, wiry, kind of wonky beads. Actually, a friend gave these to me a long time ago, and I never used them because every time I got them out, they just seemed too wonky to me. So when I got them out and looked at them for the steampunk, I thought they were absolutely perfect with this steampunk look. So you finish your loop, cut off the excess with a pair of nice close-cut wire cutters, and then straighten out your loop. And actually at this point you can make sure that your connector is nice and straight and that the loops are closed up, because we won't need to open them again. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all 8 of my spacer beads. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made all of our links. One thing to keep in mind with this particular bracelet design is that you'll notice that I have all the links, the loops going parallel to each other. Often it doesn't really matter if it's twisted, but in this case it kind of does because of the way we're connecting things together. So when you do that, the way you do it is when you make your first bend, if you're holding this here, just make the bend go in the same direction, parallel to the way that the eye is already made. So the next step is to sort, if you want a certain link to be in the center. I mean, these are all, it doesn't really matter in this case. They're pretty much the same. So now we're going to open one of our jump rings, and you have to open it pretty wide. And we'll pop it through one of the holes in the side of our bracelet link. And notice that I made 2 holes in these. and that's to keep the bracelet from twisting out of shape on your wrist. Slide on one of your links and go ahead and close up the jump ring, making sure it's nice and securely closed. The nice thing about using 8mm jump rings is that often you only need one pair of chain nose pliers. You can actually manage to manipulate it with your fingers. And the way, yeah, I don't even need that one. Look at that. And when we put the second one on, we want to make sure, this is why we wanted these going in the same direction, we want to make sure to keep that straight so that it doesn't twist. See what I mean? And then we'll just go ahead and close that up. And fingers are a little big to get in there, so I will use the tools. The important thing is to make sure that you close up. See, there's a gap there. So I'm going to twist them apart and then back together again so that they're meeting. There. And there's one. And then I'll repeat that for the other hole. So the first one's easy. You can just pop it on any old way. But then once you connect the two together, you want to just be sure that they're not twisted. And make sure that you're careful. This is just polymer clay, so don't use your tools. Don't go leveraging against the clay when you're trying to twist the jump ring open and closed. So on the second one, we'll pop it through here. Oh, gotta open that wider. And then just kind of hold this out and make sure that we send that jump ring through in the right direction so that it's not twisted. And that's how you connect them together. So go ahead and repeat. Oh, that's fun. I like that look. Go ahead and repeat. Connect the other link in the same way, and then also connect these to the ends with jump rings, and I'll show you how to finish it up. So here I've gone ahead and connected all the cuff links together with eye-pin beads and 8mm jump rings, and you should have 2 jump rings left at this point, and one just goes through both of your eye pins over here. Again, just try to hold them in such a way so that you don't twist them. And this will be the link that your lobster clasp will connect into. And then finally, the last one, you just put through your link. Which way is that going? Okay, and then the other link, and then through the lobster clasp. And there you have it, a fantastic steampunk cuff link bracelet that's light, comfortable to wear, and a lot of fun to make. So be sure to check out keepsakecrafts.net, and also Fancy That Art Jewelry on Etsy. You can purchase the links, and keepsakecrafts.net. We'll have more great jewelry making videos for you. Thanks for watching.